Daily Go Kidamism Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting. All right, listen, this is what we're gonna do. Y'all know this is Sun 752 behind the mic. But the other night we was having mad technical difficulties, and I think it was because it couldn't capture the image because it was too dark in the car. So the car that I'm using right now doesn't have enough light in it for the camera to be able to capture the image. And when it doesn't capture the image, then the stream seems to go out or whatever. So I'm going to keep the camera on the road until we get into an area where I have more light, probably like when I get into the city, and then I can flip the camera on back on me. Not that it's all important, y'all, all that important, because y'all gotta see me. But listen, tonight we are talking about, if I'm wrong, you won't hear it from me. So what we're talking about tonight is the problem that people have with admitting that they're wrong, or like whether we're talking about whether they're wrong as far as answering a question wrong, or not being right or correct about something that they were talking about or whatever, or if we're talking about them being wrong as far as being foul, as far as messing up something, as far as not being straight about something, or being underhanded, diabolical, shady, shisty. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you dig what I'm talking about? Like, why is it that some people have such a big problem admitting that they're wrong? Like, if you made a mistake or you've done something that wasn't all the way on the level, why can't you just make the apology, try to make amends, say you're sorry, you know, and keep it moving? Listen, I was taught a long time ago that a hello and a thank you will take you real far in life. And I know for a fact that it's true, because at times when people have greeted me with a hello, made me feel like they acknowledged me, you know what I'm saying, made me feel welcome, even if I knew that they wasn't really all, you know, rocking with me like all of that, but they still acknowledged the God and treated me like a human being. I can't be mad at that. So that's the hello piece. And the thank you, when somebody does something for you, show gratitude. Simple and plain. Just show a little gratitude. Just act like you know. Don't fake the funk. Don't make somebody feel like they showed favor to you, or did something for you, or performed a courtesy for you, and you just gave them your ass to kiss. That's not a good look. That's not a good look at all. So that's where I am with it. That's where I am with it. Why do some people struggle so hard? Why do they struggle mightily to admit that they're wrong, or admit they're wrong? Admit they're wrong. You know, THEIR. Admit they're wrong in a situation. Like, if you deliberately did something bad to somebody, I can almost understand why you wouldn't apologize, because you meant to do it. But sometimes you might have to apologize for it anyway, just to save face or save yourself. For example, many times people have committed a crime, and yeah, they committed the crime on purpose. They was either trying to get that money, or they was trying to hurt somebody, or do some kind of damage, or whatever the case may be, but they got caught. And so they might have been sorry just because they got caught. Bottom line is, when they went to court, in order to keep from getting sentenced severely, they said they said that they were sorry, that they were remorseful, that they lost their head, that they don't know what came over them, that they knew that they was dead wrong, but you know, if they could do it all over again, they would have done it differently. Yeah, they're only doing that to save face, but they are doing it. So they see the value of it. They see the value of admitting that they're wrong just to save their own ass. So why is it when you're dealing with somebody that you love or somebody that you care about or somebody that's rocking out with you, why would you hesitate to admit that you are wrong in a situation where you know that you might be dealing with somebody that is super sensitive? Hypersensitive, baby. You dealing with somebody that's hypersensitive, yo. So why wouldn't you just go ahead, swallow your pride, and make the situation at least good enough for you to get away? For you to get away. Hey. And speaking of dealing with people who are hypersensitive or ultra sensitive or super sensitive, you know when you're dealing with people like that, you're gonna have to get right with them. You're gonna have to, there's definitely gonna be times when you're gonna have to, you know, bite the bullet and apologize to them, or at least do whatever you need to do in order to make the situation a little better, in order to simmer down a hyper situation. Because you don't want to get caught out there. You know, ain't nothing worse than losing friends on some dumb shit. And of course, our pride makes us be like, I don't care about losing no friends. If they stop being your friend over some stupid shit like that, then they wasn't never really your friend in the first place. Come on, man, that's a cop-out. Sorry, y'all, I'm drinking. It's Friday night. I'm getting my water on. I got this good water. But yeah, pride. Pride keeps us in hot water a lot. And it don't have to do that. It don't have to be that way. But pride will keep us in hot water, and it will keep us behind the 8 ball. Because pride tells us to act like we don't give a fuck, or to say that we don't give a fuck when we actually do. Pride tells us to act like we don't care when we don't do nothing but care. Pride tells us not to pick up that phone and ask what's wrong, but wait for somebody to come and you know, ask us what's wrong or apologize us or whatever. Pride is what tells us not to address situation where things have fallen apart. You know, Sade said that love is stronger than pride, and it is, because love breaks pride down. Love tells pride that, listen, this ain't gonna get it. This ain't it. Love is quick to tell pride that this ain't it. This ain't working. You know you want to pick up the phone and tell somebody that you love them, that you miss them, that you really wish that you had done differently than what you did, and that you really want things to be better, and that you really want to put this situation behind you because you really want to get back. You want to get back, be back. You want to be better. Well, pride be like, nah, man, I'm good. And that's why love overrides pride. Hold on. That's why love overrides pride. Because it has to. It needs to. Because pride be getting out of hand. Pride be acting a fool. Like, nah. Yeah, I know that's been my best friend for 30 years. And I know I did some slime ball snake, underhanded, shady, shiesty shit to him. But, I mean, you know, that's how the game go. And he know how the game go. So you say that's been your man for 30 years? 30 years? And you don't think that he's worthy or she's worthy of you swallowing your pride, saying you're sorry? It shouldn't even be a swallowing your pride situation. It should just be a situation where you just go ahead and recover your friendship. How about that? recover your friendship. Easiest thing to do. It's not the easiest thing to do. You know, why people can't, the reason that people can't say that they're sorry or say that they're wrong. And that's what I mean by when I titled the show, if I'm wrong, you won't hear it from me. You'll hear it from other people, because other people will be like, yo, that was fucked up what you did. That was some foul shit that you did. You know you wasn't right about that. You know that was dirty. And you know it, but you not admitting it. How many of y'all have had a friend who proved themselves not to be a friend by doing some unfriendly, unconventional, unethical type shit? Have you ever had a friend that violated your friendship but still tried to tell everybody else that you was wrong? Or they try to justify it by saying that the only reason that they did this, that, and the third, the only reason that they snaked you out was because you had it coming, or that you did something to them first, or because you did something to somebody else. And they lying the whole way, but let's put it in the context of if they were telling the truth. If they was telling the truth, but they supposed to be your friend, where's their loyalty lie? I mean, what the deal is? Where does their loyalty lie? There are a lot of people in this world who don't understand the concept of loyalty. Yo, this car up here, I don't know what's up. They ain't got no lights on. The light's not on. I bet you the cops will let them know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you've ever had a friend, or even worse, a family member, and you know some of our family members are our best friends, so sometimes that can make it even worse. But yeah, a friend or a family member that straight snaked you out, but they tried to flip it and bounce it and turn it around to anybody who would listen. Like you had it coming, or you did wrong, or it was really on you that they did what they did to you. Yeah, we probably all seen that situation somewhere. Somewhere in our lives, we probably seen that type of situation. It's ugly. So that's what I'm talking about when I say if I'm wrong, you won't hear it from me. Because they're not going to tell you that they're wrong, and they're not going to acknowledge the negative part that they played in the situation. But everybody else will acknowledge it. Everybody else will be like, yo, that was dirty. And that was dirty. This is the new song, you dirty bastard. You know what I'm talking about? But it can make the situation even more sinister, dirty, nasty, or serious when you think about times when you may have really been close with somebody that never admitted that they was wrong, and they never saw a problem with it. You may have been boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife to somebody that would never ever admit they're wrong in a situation. Somehow it was always somebody else's fault. Somehow it was always somebody else who did it. Somehow it was always somebody else who started it. Somehow it was somebody else that had it coming. They never acknowledged the role that they played, the negative role that they played. And this might have been somebody that you was close to, romantically. It might have been somebody that you had kids with. Do you dig? Do you know what I'm talking about? Know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it could have been that thing that drew that wedge in your relationship. It could have been that fact that they never admitted that they was wrong, that got under your skin so bad that you had to stop fucking with them. You had to leave them alone. You might have rocked out with them for years. But when they finally showed themselves and did you the dirtiest and the worst way, the fact that they never acknowledged that they was wrong ever, that was the thing that really stuck in your mind. Like, they cheated on you, never admitted that they was wrong. Well, I ain't mean, if you ain't do this, that, and the third, I would have never did this. Or it was the other person made me cheat. Anybody ever tell you that? That somebody made them cheat on you? Shit, some of y'all might have said that to somebody else. Like, I ain't even want to be with him. I ain't even want to be with her. They made me do it. Now, I ain't saying that they raped me, but they like made me do it. Like, they tricked me into it. Never admitting their role. Never admitting they're wrong. Never acknowledging the fact that it takes two to be in any type of relationship. It takes at least two. Somebody lied to you. Well, it wasn't that I lied. I only told you that because, or I only told you that to see if you blah, blah, blah. So you can't really say I lied. Never admitting that they're wrong, baby. Never admitting that they're wrong. If I'm wrong, you won't hear it from me, but you hear it from everybody else. And that's what they don't understand. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Whether you admit you're wrong in a situation or not, it's not going to matter. Because at the end of the day, somebody else or many people will find out who the true you is. Remember the boy? I know y'all remember the boy, the blogger, the famous, well, the internet famous blogger and internet influencer on relationships, Derek Jackson. Remember him? He talked all that shit. It always seemed like he was pro-women, anti-man. Talked all that shit. Like he was squeaky clean. Like he would never do a woman wrong or whatever. Like he understood. One's out here fucking all these chicks, cheating on his wife, knocking chicks up and all that old shit. Did he ever admit like, yo, I was dead wrong in the situation? Yeah, he admitted that he was wrong, but he ain't admit that he was wrong. He ain't admit that he was dead wrong. Like, yo, I'm foul, I'm fucked up. I gotta say that I don't deserve to be on this platform to tell anybody how to do their thing or what they should be doing when I know I was doing exactly the opposite or contradicting myself in many other ways. Nah. But that's why he ain't getting no love no more. Don't nobody want to see no videos with that motherfucker. You're found out. You have been found out. You are found out. They got you. You played yourself. Because you can't get on that stage and talk about what somebody else should be doing. And listen, that'd be like me. That'd be like me, and I go out here and I start dating a white girl. I can't get away with that shit. My shit is I've talked over the years about interracial relationships, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I can never get away with that shit. I don't give a fuck. I can talk all that shit all I want to. Like, I've evolved. I'm different now. Nigga, what? No, not you. The next man, possibly. You, no. Not gonna happen, son. Not gonna happen. So yeah. If I'm wrong, you won't hear it from me. How many times have y'all been with people? How many friends do y'all have who fit that criteria? How serious is it? Because there are levels to it. You know that there are levels to it. There's some people who softly won't admit that they're wrong. So they might make a joke out of it, like, they won't admit it, but they'll laugh it off, joke it off. You know, it's a little innocent. It's a little innocent. Sort of like somebody try to play a joke on you, and it wind up backfiring on them and shit. You know what I mean? So you can make a little joke out of it, like, I wasn't trying to play you. I wasn't trying to play you. Yeah, he trying to play you, but you know, it wasn't no big deal. And then there are deeper or higher levels to it. How can it be deeper and higher level? Deeper and higher at the same time. Anyway, well, if something is deep, then everything above it is higher. Anyway, it's not gonna work. Okay, but there might be a deeper level to it, to whereas somebody is such as you got 10 kids by 10 different women, or 10 kids by 10 different fathers, and you never acknowledge that you don't make such good when it comes to choosing relationships or sexual relations. But there is evidence. That's a club. There's enough evidence. There's overwhelming physical evidence with your cheering that, yeah, you don't make very good decisions when it comes to unprotected sex, or when it comes to what comes out of sexual behavior. Now, don't get me wrong. Having kids is a beautiful thing. Children are a beautiful thing and a gift. They keep the culture and the population going. However, the way that kids come into this world, the way that kids come into this world a lot of times is grimy, grimed out. You know, personal relationships and sexual relations sometimes be nasty. And I ain't just talking about nasty when I'm talking about doing the nasty. I mean nasty in terms of the people that may have been affected by it, you know? So yeah. But the person I've known people who have had a different child that had a lot of different kids by a lot of different parents, and never once said, yeah, I need to slow down, or I need to make better choices, or I need to do a little bit better as far as finding out what makes me bring a child out of most of the sexual relations that I had. Shit, it might not even be a situation where you make a child out of most of the sexual relations that you had. You might have had 10 by 10 different ones, 10 children by 10 different mothers or fathers, but at the same time, you was fucking 50. Could happen. But once again, they might say, well, but all of my kids came out of love, though. They came out of what? How did all your kids come out of love when none of the fathers are around? What are you talking about? Or all your kids came out of love, but you ain't with none of your kids? You ain't with none of your kids, son? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Or the other thing that men like to say, well, you know, women trapped me. She trapped me into having she trapped me into getting her pregnant, or I don't really know if the kids is mine. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, man. You see any spots on the Blizzy? I don't think so. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. We gotta back that thing up. Alright, do it like this. Well, all right. Everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right, son. 7, baby. This has been the Daily Go Get It Mrs. Show. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Get Mrs. Show. So we about to get on up out of here, man. I had a long day. I had a long week. I'm tired. On crib. Lay it on down. We will be on tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, between 11 and 11:30, man. You know, I don't want to commit to 11 o'clock. Sometimes it's taking me a while to get myself together. So, but between 11 and 11:30, or the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, we're gonna rock it out. It was lit. I want to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate y'all coming through tonight. I really, 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 really do. Coming through to rock out with me. I can't see y'all names, but I suspect, you know, that y'all are who y'all are. So good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours up, and remember, man, listen. I said, listen. There's going to come a time in your life when you're going to have to acknowledge your part in something foul that you've done. You're going to have to acknowledge you're wrong in a situation. And I would say do it sooner than later, because the later that you put it off, or the more that you put it off, or the least that you acknowledge you're wrong in a situation, the more animosity builds up between people that you really would probably like to have better relationships with. And saying you're sorry does not make you weak, or doesn't make you soft or whack or corny. And you shouldn't be worried about that anyway. When we get into what we're going to get into tomorrow, we're going to compound this a little bit more, and we're going to get into what this means a little bit more. So So, I want y'all to have a good night, man. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all back to life. So make sure y'all hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Love is love, baby. Peace.